Hello everyone and welcome to the Starseed Dragon channel. This is a new series that we're going to be doing, an intro to tarot. So we're going to start off with the major arcana and I'm going to give you some keywords for them. We're using the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. It's based off of the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, and give you some insights and some keywords as you go into your journey on tarot. So we're going to start off here with the major arcana, and we're starting off with the Fool, which is number 0. It represents new beginning, freedom, naivety, fear of change. Now I'm giving you the keywords for both the upright and reversal, or positive and negative. I personally don't read reversals because I read intuitively, and that encompasses both positive and negative, so there's no reason for me to have my cards reversed. So anyway, this card is associated with the planet Uranus, which is sudden change and freedom, right? It's also associated with the signs of Aries and Aquarius. It's about the self. The moniker for this card is often referred to as taking a leap of faith, right? Because he's going on a journey. All he has with his possessions is in that little tiny knapsack of his, right? And there's that little dog following him, and it looks like he's about to leap off of the edge of this cliff, right? It's about beginning his journey into the world, and going out there, and consequences be damned, I'm going to learn these lessons that I need to learn and experience life for all that it is, right? So that's what the Fool card is about. And then we go to card number 1, the Magician. Now this magician has everything that he needs to manifest or alchemize anything that he wishes to create, right? He has all of the elements on this table: fire, air, earth, and water. And then he's connected to the divine, as above, so below. He's connected to the divine, and he's connected to the material world that we all live in, right? And then there's this infinity sign above his head, which speaks to no beginning and no ending, right? It's just an infinite loop that is continuously moving, right? And there's a continuous connection between the conscious and the subconscious. Now, the key words for the Magician are manifestation, creator, inspired action, disconnection from personal power, and manipulative. It's associated with the planet Mercury, which is about messages and communication, and it's associated with the sign of Gemini. And it has to do a lot with communication and being able to connect with others. He can connect and balance all of the elements he has on this table to create balance and unity, right? And the number 1 in numerology is about the self. And it's about the I am, right? It's about the appearances, beginnings, the body, first impressions, attitude, identity, approach to life, the energy you bring into the world, the lens you see the world with. Any planets in this house are very important to you, right? And then we go to number 2, the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is the oracle, right? So back in the time of olden, kings and knights and you know, all sorts of peoples would go to the oracle to get information, to see into the future, right? Because she is one of the people that can pierce the veil and see beyond this world, right? She can tune into other realms or the subconscious, right? Where the soul lives. So the keywords for High Priestess are intuition, self-knowledge, disconnection from intuition, refusal to look within. She's associated with the moon, which is emotions, intuition, and feminine energy. And she's associated with the sign of Cancer, okay, which is all about, you know, intuition, right? Intuition. Okay, so then we go to card number 3, the Empress. And her keywords are receiving love, creativity, self-nurturing, disconnection, and creative blocks. She's associated with the planet of Venus, which is love, beauty, money, creativity, right? And she's also associated with the signs Taurus and Libra. So she is the Divine Mother. She is all of the queens in the court cards wrapped into one. She knows how to nurture others and create love and beauty and give to others, but she also knows how to care for herself and how to receive love and nurturing and care from others. And she's open and fluid and flowing with all of that. She's very feminine energy, right? She knows how to receive. And she's willing to receive just as she is willing to give. And, you know, Divine Mother, right? And here we go with number 4, the Emperor. The Emperor is, his keywords are inspired action, personal power, inability to take action, or defensive or reactive. He's associated with the planet Mars, which is aggression, sex, action, desire, competition, courage, passion, energy, represents the survival instincts of humanity. He's associated with the sign of Aries, obviously. Mars is the ruling planet of Aries, right? Which is individuality and personal power, right? He is the Divine Father. He is the divine counterpart of the Empress. He is the ultimate in authority and power. He knows how to give good counsel as well as how to receive good counsel. And he knows the difference between good and bad counsel, right? So he is all of the kings in the court cards wrapped into one. And then we go over to number 5, the Hierophant. And the keywords for the Hierophant are teacher, education, tradition, rigid beliefs, and refusal to learn. He's associated with the planet Venus, which is love, beauty, money, creativity. He's associated with the planet of Taurus, and Venus is the ruling planet of Taurus, as Venus is also the ruling planet of Libra, right? So he's traditional, grounded, rigid. He is an authority figure. He is about tradition. He is about education, right? So he represents educators, people in authoritative positions that educate, teach, give good counsel, advise others, and they are about tradition. It used to be called the Pope card, right? So it's steeped very much in, religious beliefs as far as those traditions are concerned. But he's more than that, especially nowadays. He's about traditional structure and cultural beliefs, not just religious beliefs and cultural beliefs, right? Familial traditions as well, right? So then we go to number 6, the Lovers. So the Lovers' keywords are relationship, alignment, choice, disharmony, and balance. Now the Lovers used to be, they were originally, this card was originally called the Choice card. It's about making the choice on whatever it was, right? The Lovers is associated with the sign Gemini, which is duality, communication, adaptability. It's about love, harmony, and relationships, right? And again, major arcana represent the major situations and events in one's life that will not go unacknowledged. So this part of the deck is the original part of tarot and tarot's, beginning. The suits in the minor arcana and the court cards were added much later on. So, and that's when they started using tarot as a tool for divining, right? So here we are with the Chariot card, number 7. And the keywords for Chariot are inspired action, momentum, inability to move forward, and stagnation. This card is a card of forward movement and growth. And it has to do with, he's moving his chariot forward from one kingdom to the next kingdom, right? Because he's outgrown the kingdom behind him. He's learned everything that he could possibly learn, and he wants to expand his knowledge, right? So he's moving forward to do that. So the Chariot is associated with the sign of Cancer, which is nurturing, protective, and intuitive. It's about personal growth and forward movement. And then we go on to number 8, which is strength. Keywords is overcoming obstacles, endurance, apprehension, lacking confidence. And it's associated with the sign of Leo, which is courageous and heart-centered. So the strength card is, my motto that I grew up with, that my grandmother always taught me, was the softer the touch, the stronger the arm. And I always associated that saying with the strength card, because she's not like forcing herself to physically overpower this lion, right? There is a delicacy and a caring and a loving relationship between this person and the lion. And the lion is willingly opening his mouth for her to put her hand in it. And he's not biting down on it because he adores her, right? He respects her authority as she respects his. And it's about power and receptivity. right? Reciprocal power, an exchange of power, if you will, right? Next, we go on to number 9, the Hermit. And the keywords for the Hermit are wisdom, solitude, loneliness, isolation. It's associated with the sign of Virgo, which is analytical, hardworking, and patient. This card is about going inward and doing shadow work, right? Seeing the darkness from within, embracing it and guiding it into the light to be seen, to be experienced and accepted, and giving yourself a feeling of wholeness, accepting yourself completely, right? And loving yourself completely in order to shine your light onto the world or into the world, right? And then we go number 10, Wheel of Fortune. The key words for the Wheel of Fortune is cycles, change, delays, and setbacks. It's associated with the planet of Jupiter, which is the benefic planet, right? It's about luck, expansion, and growth. This has to do with instant manifestation, ending of a cycle, attainment of wholeness. The Wheel of Fortune, depending on what cards are next to it or attached to it in a reading, will be able to define whether or not the wheel is going in one's fortune for their betterment or going against them for misfortune, right? So that would depend. I mean, it's, kind of a crapshoot either way, right? Depends on how it is attached to the other cards in a spread. And then we go to number 11, Justice. And the key words for justice are truth, balance, imbalance, unfair treatment. It's associated with the sign of Libra, which is about balance, truth, and partnership. This card is this is a very important card, right? So in numerology, the number 11 is a master number, and it's the master healer, balance, adaptable, visionary, high vibration, highly intuitive, inspirational artist, just and fair, spiritual messenger. It's also connected with the number 2. 1 + 1 is 2, which is connected to the high priestess, which is that balance and that inner knowing, right? That intuitive knowing. So there's much more to the justice card than just, justice is on your side or justice is not on your side. There's that inner knowing and that balance. It's about fairness and balance, right? On either side. So there's that duality about the justice card. Then we go on to number 12, the Hanged Man. And the keywords for the Hanged Man is waiting, shifting perspective, impatience, and inertia. It's associated with the planet Neptune, which is dreams and illusions, right? It's very self-expressive, creative, social, and it's about movement, but it's about being still and seeing a certain event or situation from a different perspective or from all perspectives, right? To get a good, solid understanding of what a choice might be as to which path one wants to walk down, depending on what the consequences would be, right? This is my card of, is the asking the question, is this a hill you're willing to die on, kind of thing, where you have to take in, the different perspectives of what are the consequences involved, as far as how is my decision in this situation or event going to affect or have a ripple effect on the people around me, or on the community around me, or in this world, right? So viewing things from a different perspective, staying patient and sitting still within yourself and viewing all of the different perspectives on how a certain decision would affect, others around you, as far as, the people in your immediate sector, your community, or even in the world, right? It's a very deep card, right? So then we go to number 13, death. This card's keywords are transformation, release, clinging to the past, refusing to change. It's associated with the sign Scorpio, which is about transformation, power, and protection. And, 13, 1 plus 3 is 4. So it's connected to the Emperor with stability and building and solidity, right? It's transforming. The Death card is about sloughing off your old self as you grow and transform into your new self, a stronger, wiser version of yourself, right? So this also is a very deep card, right? And it has many, many hidden meanings, right? So then we go to number 14, which is temperance. And the key words for temperance are moderation, harmony, divine timing, imbalance, pushing for results. Is associated with the sign Sagittarius, which is about adventure, seeking higher wisdom and truth, and optimism. Temperance is also about alchemy, creating your own world and creating balance within your own world. This angel is combining elements between these two cups and creating balance and harmony between these two elements, right? So but there, as you can see, there are all 4 of the elements. The wings represent the air. She has the fire symbol, or he, I don't know if this is male or female, but the angel has the fire symbol on their chest, and the cups represent water, and there is liquid, which also is representative of water, and then they are touching the earth with their feet, right? 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the earth. So all 4 of the elements are represented here, creating balance and harmony. And alchemy takes a great deal of patience and time to find the right balance and be able to make things work together properly, right? So that's the Temperance card. And then we go to number 15, the Devil. And, let me go back to the Temperance real quick, because the Temperance is also, it's number 14. So it's 1 plus 4 is 5, and it's connected to the Hierophant. Change, freedom, adventure, researcher, experiment, experience, right? So there's that. Sorry about that. So here we are with the devil. Number 15, the devil. Keywords are sabotage, addiction, release, liberation. It's associated with the sign of Capricorn, which I could never really understand personally, because Capricorn is the sea goat, but it's an earth element. So the keywords for Capricorn: ambitious, pessimistic, responsible. It's number 15. 1 plus 5 is 6, which is connected to the Lover's card. They're two sides of the same coin. One light, one dark. Equality, victory, generosity, intuition, caretaker, compassion. So here's the thing with the devil. It's not like an evil card or anything like that. These people are loosely chained to this this, I don't know, pillar that the devil is standing on. And there are temptations, right? But it is their own free will that is keeping them attached to this pillar, right? They can, and that's why this card is about addictions and obsessions, because they have the free will to take these chains from around their necks and walk away from this situation, but they're choosing to stay there. So it has a lot to do with addictions and obsessions, because how hard is it to quit drinking, or quit doing drugs, or quit doing smoking the cigarettes, or overeating, or a sex addiction, or any kind of addiction, right? How hard is it to overcome that, right? And it's all in your head, right? But, that's what the devil card is really all about, is overcoming obsessions or addictions, or not overcoming them. That's the whole thing about free will, right? So the devil is more of symbolizing being willing to fall into that temptation of addiction or obsession, or having the strength to be able to overcome that temptation and take that chain from around your neck, right? Easier said than done, really. I can feel you on that one. Okay, so next card is the Tower, number 16. The keywords are upheaval, sudden change, hanging on, fear of letting go. The planet associated with this card is Mars, which is about aggression, outer action. It's a masculine energy. And so 1 plus 6 is 7, which is connected to the Chariot, referencing the relationship between control and change. Here's the thing: change happens all the time. A lot of the time, the changes are sudden, or I'm sorry, not sudden, but subtle, so that we don't see that change over time until that change has become big enough for us to see it. And by that time, we're already used to that change, right? So there is a subtlety to change. But in the instance of the Tower card, this is a sudden change. Again, this is major arcana, which represent major events or situations in one's life that will not go unacknowledged. This is a big surprise. This is a big change, and it's not always a bad change either. I know the word change is associated in a negative connotation a lot of the time because we are creatures of habit by nature. But the tower is about a sudden change that needs to take place. And it's going to take place whether you like it or not, right? There is one person who is falling, who is refusing to accept the change and falling from the tower. There is another person diving from the tower, jumping willingly from the tower, accepting this sudden change, right? So this is all about surprise, and depending, of course, what cards are attached to this card in a layout will depend on whether this is a positive change or a negative change, but this change is going to happen regardless, right? So radical acceptance is always better, right? So here we go with the star card. I love the star card. It's number 17, and the keywords for the star card are hope, healing, loss of faith, disconnection from source. It's also about wish fulfillment, wishing upon a star, which is coming true, right? With that hope. It's associated with the sign Aquarius, which is an air sign, okay? Very important to acknowledge that because a lot of people view the star as associated with water, but because she's pouring water into the pool of knowledge and onto the earth, right? But it's associated with the air elements, which is futuristic, visionary intelligence, right? So 1 + 7 is 8, and it's connected to strength. And we've already gone over the keywords for the strength card, but it's that softness and subtlety, that equality, that equal exchange and reciprocal exchange of power, right? You see that this pool of water is known as the pool of knowledge. And she's pouring water from the pool of knowledge onto the earth to create and manifest these wishes and dreams that have been put upon this star to come true. So it's, that's how you associate the wish fulfillment, right? But it also has to do with free will and intelligence and forthright, right? Inspired action. And then we go to the beautiful moon, which is number 18. The moon keywords are dreams, illusions, bypassing difficulties, refusing to acknowledge the truth. The planets associated with the moon is obviously the moon. The sign associated with the moon card is Pisces, which is a water sign. Okay, because the moon is connected to the water element. And that those keywords are intuitive, empathic, self-sacrificing. 1 + 8 is 9. So it's connected to the Hermit card, the moon card. So the moon card is about taking a deep dive, right? Going below the surface of that water to dive deeper into the depths of a certain truth to find the hidden truth. Not just seeing the surface for what it is, but taking a deeper dive into the waters of knowledge and learning more about yourself and discovering more about that hidden truth, right? And then our next card is number 19, the Sun. And this is considered the happiest card in the deck. And the keywords are clarity, optimism, pessimism, and confusion. The planet associated with the card, of course, is the Sun. And the sign associated with this card is Leo, which is, the Sun is the ruling planet of Leo. And it has to do with romance, love affairs, play, creativity, fertility, childlike spirit, joy, self-expression, drama, love affairs, pleasure, deepest joy, creativity, and children. It's 1 + 9 is 10. 1 + 0 is 1. So it's connected to the Magician card, and it's also connected to number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. This is, it's so the number 1 is about new beginnings, right? It's about the self. And the number 10 is about endings and new beginnings. You have to end something in order to make room for the new, right? And this card in particular is about a clarity and a joyfulness about bringing, in the Fool's journey, he's gone through the dark night of the soul and gone through the inner journey and brought light to the shadow self and embraced all of who he is or who she is, and brought the full self into the light and embraced the wholeness of oneself, and has come to this point of the Sun where there is extreme clarity and radical acceptance of oneself, right? And then we go to number 20, Judgment. The keywords for this card are awakening, acceptance, self-doubt, resentment. It's associated with the planet Pluto, which is transformation, death and rebirth, and power. The number 20 is reduced down to the number 2. And it's connected to the High Priestess, and it's also associated with justice, which is the number 11, right? Because 2 reduced down to 1 + 1 is 11, right? 1 + 1, 1 and 1. This is a beautiful card. It's about awakening, awakening the spirit, or awakening into a higher level of self, or a deeper understanding of one's own spirituality and connection with their intuition or their intuitive side, or their subconscious and conscious self connecting with one another, and growing spiritually in that manner, where you have a radical acceptance of oneself and a deeper knowledge of oneself and a connectedness to one's soul, right? And on a conscious level, right? Bringing that subconscious to the conscious self. And here we are with the last card in the major arcana, the World, which is number 21. The keywords for the World are successful completion, reaping rewards, incomplete action, delayed celebration. It's associated with the planet Saturn, which is responsibility, restriction, time, right? It's self-expressive and creative, social and movement. 2 + 1 is 3. It also connects to 1 and 2 or 12. It's connected to the Empress, which is the number 3, and the Hanged Man, which is the number 12. So it's about the World card is not only the end of the journey, but the beginning of a new one. You've completed this major journey, learned all the things that you've needed to learn, and you are ready to begin a new fool's journey. And that's why there's this big circle around this angel, that it is infinite, because 0 is infinity, it's eternity, it's never-ending cycle, right? And there is that rejuvenation about it. It's about a completion so that you can begin a new journey, right? And there you have it for the introduction to the major arcana. And in our next video, we are going to go into the minor arcana, and all 4 of the suits. So stay tuned for that video, and I hope you have a fantastic day. If this is helpful for you, please let me know in the comment section below, or give this video a like, and let me know what other videos you would like to see on this channel, and I'll see what I could do about creating them. Other than that, have a fantastic day, and I will see you on the next video.